Okay, the new deep bucket deep water culture, which is a recirculating deep water culture system, is now set up. The larger of the plants are now in their new homes, and then the smaller of the plants are in the rail system. And then we have our redneck way of keeping the UV rays out of the holes until I can get some more pods and grow some more things in here, like lettuce or whatever. Broccoli's coming up nice. Got some peas in there yet. Beans. Just one lettuce. I don't know why I had one lettuce, but I had one lettuce. And so basically we're bunching these together. I'm going to put some rails up and then have that for stringing up the tomatoes and such. They're kind of strung to the buckets right now. Got to give them a chance to adjust to their new found freedom. The roots are really crowded in some of them. Here's a bucket that we were still fixing here. So you have the inlet, which is controlled by the valve, and then the outflow right here, which you can see there's a pipe which we put a cheesecloth on to keep the roots out of there. And then there's a hole here to prevent the siphoning of the entire bucket. Now we left one hole, so if we do want to siphon it to clean it, we just fill it up and hold the hole and she gets all drained out. So same way for draining the tubes. You know, eventually things need to be cleaned, so do it that way. We do have some growth already happening. Lots of zucchini, as you can see there. There's some zucchini. We do have some beans somewhere. Got some beans in here. Here we go. So we got some beans starting here, and some bigger ones in here somewhere. So those are going, and again, they're really rocketing these last few days, and we had really nice weather. It's been just absolutely phenomenal. Now, this is pretty high off the ground, and these are going to get high off the ground. Like, okay, how are we going to harvest this stuff? Well, we're going to probably throw a stair in here, and I built this center walkway so you can actually walk right over here and, you know, walk up as high as these are going to be. It's going to be very, very tall, but trying to keep them off the ground high enough so the, you know, the rabbits and such don't have them. Probably could have just recessed the buckets to this ledge down in, but first attempt. And again, we built everything with recycled materials besides the buckets and the valves and such. So now we're just kind of balancing everything out and you know, seeing what we have to adjust. I do have a pH meter here, so we measure the pH daily, as well as a dissolved solid meter, which will tell me how many nutrients are in the water system, and that'll allow me to adjust the nutrient level for these two systems. So we have one whole rail going into one 55-gallon drum here. We got one whole rail going into that 55-gallon drum on the other side, and then we have this system, the rail system. So learning as we go, and this stuff is just shooting up like crazy, so we'll keep reporting.